Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is Wednesday, November 18th, 2020, and today I have to talk to you guys about the state of Michigan and Wayne County in particular. Now, this county actually held up their results not even 24 hours ago, really, talking about not certifying the election results in this county, a heavily Democratic county, and it seemed to be one of the first few wins for the President of the United States. Now, Donald Trump has of course, been citing voter fraud, saying that there was voter fraud in Michigan, in Pennsylvania, in Wisconsin, in Arizona, in Nevada, in states that really have no substantial evidence of any voter fraud, really, with the exception of Pennsylvania, which actually has 2 cases out of the millions of votes, and those 2 cases were actually not as drastic as we thought. But looking in this specific county, Wayne County, Michigan, the Board of Canvassers here held up the election results. They voted 2-2 as to whether or not they should certify this state. Now, why is this one county out of the, tens in this state? Well, this county, if it was not certified and the rest of the state had certified, if we were to subtract the votes from Wayne County, Donald Trump would have won the state of Michigan. Now, that would have been obviously a pretty big win for the president. It was already projected for Joe Biden. And this county not certifying, all of the counties are set to certify by next Tuesday. This county not certifying was a pretty big deal. It is the largest county in the state, population-wise, I believe. And when you're looking at the results, well, look how big Joe Biden's victory there was. Compared to the state of Michigan, it voted nearly 20 points to the left. So Joe Biden won over 300,000 more votes than Donald Trump in this state, but statewide, Joe Biden actually only won around half of that over Donald Trump. So if you're taking out Wayne County, this net gain for Joe Biden would actually turn into a net gain for Donald Trump, with him winning the state of Michigan by roughly 150,000 votes. But obviously, that's just a very weird situation. You would never discount an entire county's election results. Even without the certification, we all knew how the county voted. It was just more so that it was an indicator that it's possible that some of these county canvassers actually see voter fraud. However, after last night, they actually had some pretty interesting discussions, I would say. Very angry people called into the state. There's a lot of pressure from those at the top in the state of Michigan to certify these results. But the members of the election board here, actually, as the headlines say, includes Detroit and is overwhelmingly Democratic. You saw the numbers there. Over 300,000 more votes for Biden in that one county than over Trump in that one county, which is actually more than his victory statewide. But they reversed their decision to hold up approval. So looking in this one county, the reason why it practically leaves the entire state of Michigan, we probably won't see certification from some of these other Republican counties yet. However, they don't really matter. In this area, the reason why it was such a big deal is because, Joe Biden had a very strong lead in this county. And if there was a reason to hold up the results, well, that could have been an indicator that maybe Donald Trump was right. Maybe there was potential voter fraud in the state of Michigan, but it seemed to be a very partisan thing. And now we see that Wayne County will be certifying their results, and it seems as if it's an overwhelming victory for Joe Biden in this battleground state. Now, statewide, Joe Biden received 50.6% of the vote, and technically, Joe Biden couldn't win without all of these red counties, without some support from a certain area. However, if you take out the red counties and you don't certify these results, well, then Donald Trump also loses voters because he won these counties. So it's a lose-lose situation for the GOP. They lost in Wayne County. It doesn't look like they're on track to really win any of their other court cases. It's getting a lot worse for the president and his future, just looking at a lot of what we see. So, you can read numerous articles about this. We saw Michigan, one of the prime targets of the, stop the count, one of the stop the count movements, just because this state, after election night, I believe the day after, Donald Trump was up by 5-6 points. But we're looking at, I misspoke in the beginning, each of which was supposed to certify its results by Tuesday. The final results are supposed to be finalized by November 23rd. So I believe that actually may be next Tuesday. I may be adding my numbers wrong, but I'm pretty sure everything's supposed to be certified next Tuesday. I think I accidentally said Wayne County was supposed to be certified by next Tuesday. No, it's supposed to be certified already. Yes, it's next Tuesday. Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything wrong. Moving on. Main thing is that if this county had not, been in play, if this county had not been counted, obviously that's just a very impossible situation, but That's why some of these people in the right-wing media were really looking to this as a victory, really as a victory for the president of the United States, because, with Michigan gone from Biden's column, well, that's 16 electoral votes lost. Now, if Michigan goes red, Biden still wins the election by 20 more electoral votes than what he needs, but the point still remains that if Michigan was to go red, and, this county could not certify the results due to voter fraud, what's saying that there wouldn't be voter fraud in Michigan or Wisconsin or Pennsylvania or Arizona or Georgia? But the main story is that Joe Biden won Michigan. And with these certified results, it's all good news. It's all good news for the former vice president. Michigan seems to be out of play. Now, some people still think that Donald Trump is going to try to take a legal route and try to challenge the election results. But these results are going to be certified. And while there may be some people who still think that somehow, someplace, the Supreme Court is going to somehow get involved. First of all, this isn't even their issue, but even if it was, I really don't think that they would have the ability to throw out all Democratic ballots and just count the Republican ones, or discredit a lot of what the state itself said was allowed. Precedent is that states decide their own rules, and if states decide that they can do mail-in ballots, or states decide that they count their mail-in ballots after Election Day, well, that's their state rules, and they're going to have to abide by that. So I don't see much hope for the president in terms of what he's looking for. He's not going to get a lot of these court wins, and with Michigan in this county that without it, Biden would have lost the state, and now certifying their results, well, this is good news for the Biden campaign. Now, this is not saying that the GOP didn't get some of their wins. They are expecting to see an audit of Wayne County in specific, but those never really change anything. And, even without Michigan, Biden still wins the election. But I just wanted to point out that this has practically been through and through. I mean, we've seen this type of playbook done by the GOP because they are agreeing with President Trump that he has won the election. Donald Trump is constantly tweeting, I won the election. These results were rigged. And there is no proof of that. But when Republicans in some of these areas, when they are in power, they are going to follow that. They are going to say, I trust my president. I'm going to follow what he says in terms of, who is right versus who is wrong. So this was just a display of Donald Trump's influence on a lot of elected officials. This is the most, I believe, one of the most Democratic counties in this state. So I can't imagine why the Republicans would have thought that Donald Trump would have done a little bit better. But the major point is that without this county, Trump would have won the state. And because they refused to certify their election results, it could have been a warning sign. But we all know now, at least, that it was indeed a very partisan thing to do, a very, very intentionally partisan thing to do, just because Donald Trump had said on Twitter, or he said on the media, that he has won the election. But as we look at the results, that simply isn't true. So overall, main story is Michigan is going blue. Now, obviously, Republicans still may try to go ahead and reach some type of decision with a court system, whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, Michigan is going to certify a lot of their election results. They're going to be done with this by next Tuesday, hopefully, at least. I mean, I don't want this election to draw any longer than it already has, but that was just a little bit of a blip for Democrats. That was sort of the first victory we saw, or so we thought we saw, for Donald Trump. But at the end of the day, Joe Biden ended up coming out victorious there, and those results will be certified. And with Wayne County, the state of Michigan goes. This one county alone could have made the difference between a Joe Biden victory in Michigan or a Donald Trump victory in Michigan. So Joe Biden won here by over 300,000 votes. He won the state by roughly half of that. Just wanted to point out that with that state, Michigan seems to be 100% secure for Joe Biden at this point. We see countless court cases being thrown out in Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada. But I also do want to point out that the Democratic Party hasn't really lost, or not necessarily like it's a party system in terms of our cases, but when we're looking at our legal system, we all know who's going to be on one side, contesting these election results versus the other side. And I believe Donald Trump right now is 1-25. So almost all of the courts don't agree that there was voter fraud. Almost all the courts don't think that this case should be elevated even further. Michigan seems to be one of the first states that we're going to see actually solidify the results. And guess what? Michigan, out of all of the states that flipped, is the largest margin of victory for Joe Biden. So it's not too shocking that it went to Joe Biden and that county was certified, but we're probably going to be in for a little bit more trouble to see whether or not these results are certified in a number of other states. But Michigan locked down for Joe Biden. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to comment down suggestions below. Subscribe on the left if you haven't already, and check out the Instagram and Twitter. At the bottom left of the screen, there's also a Discord server for you to go ahead and join. On the screen, there's a video you can watch and then a playlist for my post-2020 election videos. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later today.